Hey y'all, so I wanted to fill you in a little bit on the garden goings on. Um, we found out that one of our tomato plants had blight. So what we did was this one on the corner. We trimmed it down a lot. I want to say 3/4 of the bush is gone now. Excuse me. And so this part, it's still alive, it's still happy. It has been transplanted, so it's got a bunch more room. The only part that's left of this stalk is what's growing this way. Half of that stalk is gone as well. I'm still trying to figure out what causes blight because that was new to me. But unfortunately, this corner plant's got a little bit too. So I'm going to show y'all what we did to try and keep it at bay, because if you let it go too long, it will spread. So I'll show you right here. Do you see this brown? That is blight. So everything above this needs to go. And yes, that means baby fruits. And that absolutely breaks my heart. And you gotta get rid of it, like burn it. Don't use it for fertilizer. There's another piece down in here. You wanna see that? Right here. It's brown right there. So we're gonna cut right beneath it. And the sleeves got a little bit too. See? Oh boy. This is where it starts to get sad. See right here? That's blight. Thank goodness these are not on it. This is right here. There's not a whole lot on this one, so I don't feel bad about cutting it, but I do have to check the rest of it, because once it starts on a branch, it kind of continues. So, cut just a little bit below it. And gently pull it out the top. Just had a couple little ones on it, but not a whole heck of a lot. It's nothing like losing that plant the other night. I felt like there was a death in the family. It was terrible. Please don't be any more. We do have some dead leaves. My husband, he goes, "You know you tied this right where there's fruit." I said, "Well, when I tied it, there was no fruit." I was just trying to keep it upright. Just getting some dead leaves out of here, y'all. You see these beautiful tomatoes? All that color. May not be the happiest plant in the world, but it's sure producing. Oh, for Pete's sake. There's more. Right there. You see it? Alright. It was hot. Now it's cold. Let's see how everything's doing. This guy's doing pretty well after his battle of the blight. Still alive. I did tie it up because it was getting really heavy on that stalk. So hopefully that'll help. Sunflowers are amazing. Pumpkins are very happy now that it's cooled off. Wildflowers are still being wild. Got some pumpkin that's going over this direction. I have a lot of bags because I have a couple things I want to get accomplished in the next few days. So, here are the strawberries that got transplanted into this that Justin made. Okay. And this one has already rooted and started growing. Isn't that cool? So, the last time I grew strawberry plants, they didn't do this. They didn't vine. So this is completely new to me. I did not know that. I didn't know that would happen. I should have known, but I didn't. So I'm really excited to see how far they spread and how well they do. We may end up having to deepen this specific bed. I did till the ground really well underneath this bed so that the roots would have somewhere to go after going through the soil, because I knew that they were in pretty deep containers to start with. So they're spreading out more than down. But we'll see how that turns out, and then let's check our tomato plants. So these were the two that were in the container together. That one is not very happy. He was fine this morning. He's taking a nap. I think it's because it's chilly out. I mean, it's 52. They should be okay, but you know, he did kind of get severed quite a bit from most of his roots, just the way he came out. I sound like I'm talking about a baby. This guy is very happy, growing even taller. It's grown about about 5 inches since last time I did a video. Now that I've got it transplanted in a bigger container, it's doing a lot better. I've got these sticks to try and support some of the branches. I see you, Lola. You're fine. My roses are happy. I've got some more branches thriving right now. And this guy, y'all, this makes me sad. Remember how we had to deal with the blight on the other plant? Well, let's see if I can get a good view. If we go down this way, go down to Red Tomato Town, there's blight right there, and that is one of the main stalks that has a lot of these branches attached to it. And blight is not something that can be cured, it is something that spreads. So before it starts to rain, and while I still have the vast majority of this plant alive, I'm going to go ahead and get some of these tomatoes off, which is exciting. I had some of these tomatoes on a taco salad today. Oh my goodness, it was so good. I'm gonna pick some that are just barely ripe because I know I'm about to pull these branches off and they're gonna go in the ground anyways. So, and like I said last time I was talking about blight, it's a fungus. It's like being contagious. So I can't keep any part of this plant. I have to throw it away or burn it. It wouldn't be something that you would want to compost if it's got blight on it, from what I've been reading and understanding about. So that's sad, but you know what? The reason we started gardening here, instead of waiting until we get our farm, homestead, ranch, whatever you want to call it, is so that we can learn these things ahead of time and not lose half our crop when we've got, you know, an acre of food growing. So I'd rather learn this lesson now than later. Hello, Granddaddy Longleg. Happy camper. Let's get some beans while we're out here. Some of these are still babies. No. Oh, there's one. It's hiding. Alright, let's check on our cucumbers. Oh my heavens. I hope y'all are okay with 50 to 70 degree weather instead of 80. Because that's what we're going to have over the next few days. It'll be cool for a couple days and then it's going to get hot. Oh, not hot. For us it'll be hot. It'll be high 70s for a couple days. Theoretically. You never really know. Alright, that's it for now. Squash are squishing. That big one is about ready to be picked. Give them another day or two. I love how these cucumbers are actually climbing this trellis. That's what it's intended for, but you know, they don't always cooperate. Alright, well I will tend to this plant. Not happy about it, but I know it's gotta happen. Some of these are still pretty orange, but we got some. So a good portion of this plant is still fine. I just got to take the bad parts off before it gets any worse. So, okay, that's it for out here. I will talk to y'all later. I am making not necessarily a quilt, I am quilting a panel that I'm going to hang on the wall in my craft room. So I'll show you guys some pictures of that process. I probably won't do a video on it because it would be very long-winded, but I'll show you a picture, and if anybody wants instructions, I'm happy to do a video about it. Bye.